So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing something different. Today we are going to be going through a breakdown of how I create my stems and also how I'm able to operate them in church. Yeah, and please, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so, and also turn on your notification bell to receive videos that I'm going to be posting. So I think, let me go through the comments. Gregory, yes, he said, please can you help us with how you operate the loop and stems on live? Yeah, so that's what we're going to be breaking down right away, and I'm going to be using the last video I posted, the stem I did for the last video I posted, Husky by K Strings, and we're breaking that down. So the first thing, okay, what happened was because this I would call this a very impromptu stem. I think I got the call from my MD on Friday, and she was like, Obon, what's up? So I just said, okay, let me just create something very sharp. I think I didn't stay up to 30 minutes on this stem because it wasn't like it wasn't. I would just say this is not a full body stem, but from the intro down to like where the choir got in, all was programmed, and then the rest got spontaneous. You understand? So now let's get right into what I said. So I had this idea of trying to, instead of the song just coming in. Okay, one thing first, before you even start creating stems, you need to have an idea. You need to know what you want to do first. That's the first thing. You can't just come up and say you want to start making stems. You need to have a draft of what you want to sound like, or what you want the arrangement to sound like. So let me just play everything, then we'll start breaking everything down. So so let me start from what I had this this vibe, this kind of should I call it, let me call it SMJ's vibe. This that stuff, and then I was able to come up with this loop. Yeah. Something like that. So I had basically a shakers that was doing this basically, and I had my clap, yeah, and I also added kick to it, so to actually get that fullness. So the kick, and then I had this sample. It's actually a full drum kit, but I just had to sample out the hi-hat and the ring, so it was just this. I also had another ring, so everything together is this. Yes. And then I did this 808 bass here, and feel the glide. Yeah, so together with the loop, this is how it sounds. So basically, and then one thing is, I wanted to get I wanted to have a different idea, to create a different picture of the song, but not out of the song. Like, so what I mean is, I wanted to still get the song as husky as it is, but I didn't want it to be the same normal 4 5 2 1 progression. So that was how everything here came in. I think I okay, yeah, this was the next thing I did. I stacked this piano on this loop. Yeah. So this is for those of you that are using Logic, I think this is an expo for you guys. And this is just the normal default classic electric piano. Yeah, you can see here. So roads are quite nice. Yeah. So I came up with this progression. So basically, like this is actually the rough idea, and then started stacking up auxiliaries. For those of you that know Cork Tritone, I think someone dropped a comment on Cork Tritone. Well, I can't remember actually, but um, I'll talk about later of how I use Cork Tritone. I don't use the okay. I was talking about the grand, using how I stack my grand piano on Cork Tritone, and I don't really use the pianos on Cork Tritones. I just use some of the auxiliary sound, the synths, the bells, and all that. So that's why I was able to get the express lead, um, which is the synth, the octo lead also, which is the synth, and you are seeing them as wave here. I just had to bounce them. Look at the MIDI files here. In order to avoid overloading, and I prefer working with the wave files instead and having lots of MIDI. So I just bounced them to wave, or understand. So but then these are like this is everything. You can see octo lead, express lead, and then the polysynth I'm using is detuned sawtooth or something. Yeah, that's also on Cork Tritone. Let me open that. So if you are a Logic Pro user, then I think you have little expo on a few sounds to use. Yeah, so you can see under the fast synth and detuned saw. This is it. So that was the synth, the poly synth I was using. Then cinema strings is under Logic. Yeah, so I also bounced that to wave. The soft sign also is under Logic too. And what else? Okay, the soft square lead, yes, also under Logic. So the bells is and okay, let me open the bells here. Ensemble bells under Cork Tritone. Basically, what I just used there, I didn't use anything out. It was just the Cork Tritone and then Logic sound. So this is it, ensemble bells. Yeah. So then express lead and the octo lead, all those ones are under synth leads. So then that was it. Yeah. So everything, the whole thing sounded like this. So because okay, one thing is I know that I was playing with a band. You understand? So I know that I definitely need to make sure that the music is full. That's the essence of auxiliaries. I think the role of an aux player will be dropping the episode 2 shortly. But I'll just let me just dive right into that a little. So you need to know that the rules of auxiliaries in music is just to add colors. You're not doing anything outside the whole idea. Okay, everything I was doing here, the whole play and everything, like everything, this whole okay, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I didn't talk about my pad, yeah. So the pad is Epic Cloud Formation. I just did some twerking in Alchemy, did some twerking on the pad, and then had this sound, right? So yeah, so that's it. So So and then for the organs, lighter shade organs under Logic also bounced it to Wave. So what else again? I think the sweep part, yes, the sweep part is under Cock Tritone. Yes, under slow synth. Lot of clean parts there for sweep. And then I had this transitions. This so you see them. So to give me this that action that comes in, the kind of it gives you this transition to the next phase of what's happening, what's going to happen in the music. And then he switched back. This loop, the shaker loop is from Chika. Shout out to Chika Ibuke, my boss. So he dropped this pack of loops one time, and then I got it, and this is it. This is what it sounds like. So the element loop and then the shakers all together. So basically okay, I think, and then I just did low. Right. Oh, the shakers is not even okay. I think he has the shakers also, but I wasn't using his shakers. Yeah, this is from Logic. I just saw it, so I just did a little bit of it from on the shakers, and then element loop is the way it is. Let me solo that. So basically, this is everything. This is everything I'm using. So I was talking about auxiliaries the other time, and then the idea of auxiliaries is to add colors to the music. You understand? So while I was playing this, while I had this piano doing this whole thing, I had this soft sign. This that most of us used to use ocarina for. Yeah, on montage. I think I also do a breakdown on certain sounds you can use on montage for auxiliaries and Sergio Rex. We'll do that breakdown next. That's also coming with the rule of an aux player. So we'll talk about some sounds and how you can tweak them and all that. So soft sign. This is actually on Logic. Yeah. So I had the synths doing a little thing, just coming out in the bell. And also I had this drone pad. Yeah, this drone pad is also from Epic Cloud Formation. I just stacked the source 2 chord throughout and then bounced it. So we just had this. So you guys, if you notice, you hear them in lots of gospel productions, and then you hear them. I even do them in my band camps most times. You understand? So in order to get this fullness, yeah. So let me open that. So the polysynth, you can see what the polysynth was doing. Yeah, get the whole pitch bend thing. Strings was coming so basically, and then I think this piano is from Piano Tech. I didn't I this part of the piano I didn't play it live, so it's on the stem. And everything, like I said, everything, this is actually impromptu, and the reason I just did it to just make sure that, yeah, music should be locked, basically. Understand? I'm the only piano player. I was the only piano player in church on Sunday, so I need to make sure that I can't split to play organs to play everything at the same time. So I just had to put a few things on the stem. So basically, the idea of the whole stem thing is not to make us lazy. The idea of the whole stem thing is to add colors to the music. You understand? To create wider expression to the music. You understand? So if you are banking on stem to do all the jobs while you are just there doing no. So the reason why I'm able to do a lot of all this, the organ and all those things, is to make sure that the sound is fuller. So in fact, if you guys had watched the video to the end, and you notice there were times that I was actually trying to, program a few things. Like it got to this part of the music where it was just steady, like it was just going in. Yeah. get to know where we are. So basically, I think this is just the idea of how I create my stems. I just make sure that I find sounds that suit the music. You understand? Yeah. If I'm doing stems for certain kind of music, there are times I might not use organs. There are times I might not use express lead. I will not use all this. I will get some other stops different in order to get a different sound for that particular kind of music. Yeah. So let's look at how I'm able to use this in church. So this is my interface, basically Logic Pro X, right? You know, I I I don't I don't like bouncing everything to one wave, and the reason is, or even though I want to bounce them to one wave, I will always want to separate them. I would separate my loop from the stem, because sometimes we know how it is. We might have sound issues, and then also maybe the singers, sometimes all those tensions can just come in, and then you just keep one line and everything is gone. So you need to have a backup plan. You understand? So that's why this loop is, you see the way it is. If anything happens, this is what happens. Solo them and then continue. You cannot stop the music. It's not like it's a live recording. It's a church service. You understand? So you cannot stop the music because STEM disappointed us and then blah blah blah. Blah. No, 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 at all. So basically, in fact, I think if you guys watched that video to a point, I'm sure that you guys will not notice, but there was a time I had to pause the music, pause the stem playing, because it was playing just the shakers where the lead vocal was singing. um she was supposed to do it once and she did it twice, so I had to stop it. And then the thing that was able to help us to continue was the fact that after that part there's a transition. You can see it here. There's a transition. So this is how it's supposed to just go. It's supposed to just be smooth when the transition comes in. Yes. Yes. So you understand. So this the so she skipped a little, and then we cannot, because she skipped now start want to now stop and say, okay, let's go again and all that. It's not a live recording. This is a church service. So in order to avoid those kind of distractions, and then don't make it look so badly obvious, you need to make sure that you separate. You need to make sure that you do separate them. You can see that I had to group this loop into one, this thing. I just let me do that. I just highlighted this for logic users. Highlighted this, went to track, create a start track, and summing track, create, and that's all. It will group the whole tracks together, or like a boss or something. So I I I know that, okay, there are times that these things might disappoint, so you need to be ready. Yes. So basically, you as okay, I think I did not do it here. I told you guys now, this this was actually an impromptu stem, so I did not do it here. But most times I create markers for my stems. You understand? Like arrangements for my stems. So I have like the intro here. So this is where everything starts from. So I just yeah. So I can just tag this transition. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So transition, because we have this sweep part coming. Sorry, we have this sweep part coming. Then can tag this intro. You understand? So tagging this will help you know that, okay, this is what is happening next. And but I'm already used to the interface to a level, so I by looking at it, I could know where we are at that moment, and then basically that's it. So when you are leading your band, or when you are directing your band, you should know your arrangement. You understand? You created the arrangement here, so you should know what your arrangement is like, and then you know where to call, and all that, and you know what to do in case anything happens. You understand? So I don't I create my stems in my interface here and then play it directly from my interface. You understand? And the reason why I enjoy playing it from the interface is because you have a better view of what you've created, and then you are able to see it clearly. You understand? So whole thing together. Basically, you can see that the whole music is just going smoothly. And okay, I think I wanted talking about something before we done for today. Um, if you are creating stems, you should know that, especially when you have a guitarist, or you have a saxophonist, you have one of all the solo instruments, you should know that you need to know the kind of sound designs to use. When I mean sound design, your sound selections, right? So I would not want to I cannot be layering a guitar on this stem, because if I'm doing a full stem where I know that yes, I'm sending it to somewhere, I know that yeah, I can do everything as a stem, a full drum and everything, so that then they pick out. But for church services like this, you will not it wouldn't be nice that you have a guitar. What is a lead guitar doing in this time, for crying out loud, when you have a guitar player? You understand? So basically, you don't need a guitar, you don't need what they call it, you don't need you don't need guitar in this thing. Why? Because you need to create space for the other musicians that will be playing with you. You understand? So I did an 808 this thing here, right? But I had the bass player. The bass player knew that at this point in time he was not doing so much. So we were all chill. In fact, I also had my piano here stacked. Yes. So so I had the piano playing all together. So we all know that yes, at this point in time the drum was not even doing it. And transition is coming into where everybody is playing, and boom, we are all basically that's it. So if you don't have any question to ask about this lesson, you can drop it in the comment section. Please make sure you share this to anybody that will need it, and also don't forget to drop a comment of how helpful this is to you and your church or your musicians and all that. That's all. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate it. Cheers.